Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport SE with technology with 4Motion, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Looking for an SUV that's roomy but also stylish? Volkswagen might just have what you need with its all-new 2020 Atlas Cross Sport. To make the Cross Sport, VW took its three-row Atlas SUV, ditched the third-row seating, and added a more rakish roofline. It seats five, but otherwise it has the same general interior and engine lineup as the regular Atlas. The key differences between the Atlas and the Cross Sport, other than the lack of a third row, are design and overall length. The Cross Sport is 2.8 inches shorter. Rear passengers also lose a bit of headroom, and the sloping rear hatch steals away some cargo capacity. But the Cross Sport retains most of the Atlas's practicality. It competes against other midsize five-passenger SUVs, such as the Chevrolet Blazer, Honda Passport, Hyundai Santa Fe, and Subaru Outback. The 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport is offered in a rather confusing array of trim levels. Essentially, there are three main trim levels: S, SE, and SEL. In addition to those, VW offers variants with the technology, premium, and R line labels. Engine choices are either a 235 horsepower four-cylinder engine or a 276 horsepower V6. All-wheel drive, which Volkswagen calls 4Motion, is also an option. My choice from the Atlas Cross Sport's significant range would be the SE with technology and 4Motion. It comes standard with a digital dashboard, navigation, panoramic sunroof, and driver aids such as traffic, adaptive cruise control, and lane keeping assist to make city driving easier. Acceleration from the four-cylinder and V6 engine is similar, so there's little reason to upgrade to the V6. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the all-new 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. Just really a two-row version instead of a three-row version of the larger Atlas. Though, hey, listen, real quick before we get started, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links in the description below. Earlier in the intro, I mentioned vehicles like the Chevy Blazer, the Hyundai Santa Fe, the Subaru Outback, the Honda Passport. Guess what? I've done build and price reviews of all those SUVs and more. I've put links in the description below. I've done the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the Volkswagen Tiguan, lots of videos. So all those links are in the description below. So after you watch this video, make sure you check out one or two of those other videos. Thank you. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, number one. Number two, here's how this works. Basically, I build and price new cars direct from the manufacturer's website. We're going to build and price this Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. But before we actually get to the car configurator, we're going to go through things like features. Like we're going to go through the colors. We can see right up here at the top. They've got colors. We're going to go through the gallery, check out design features, performance features, technology features, safety features. We'll take a look at all the different trim levels and see how much each trim level costs, the MSRP and the prices and everything. And then after we do all that, then we will do our build and price of our SE with technology with 4Motion. Okay, so all that out of the way, let's check out these exterior colors. Pacific Blue Metallic is an exterior color. What else? What else do they have? They have Pyrite Silver Metallic. They should keep the background the same. It's there we go. Tourmaline Blue. And then we have Aurora Red Metallic. You can see that some of these paint colors are plus $395. They cost an additional $395. Platinum Gray Metallic. You've got the Deep Black Pearl. You have Pure White. And then the color that started it off was the Pure Gray, and it's a $395 upgrade as well. Oh, check it out. We can do a virtual walk around of the 2020 VW Atlas Cross Sport. It's not a bad looking vehicle. I was actually just at the Volkswagen dealer because I own a Volkswagen. I have a 2004 Volkswagen New Beetle Turbo. I love it. I have videos. Yes, I do. I'll put a link to that playlist at the bottom. But I was just at the VW dealer picking up some new headlights, and I saw a whole bunch of these out there. They're not bad looking at all. Okay, so we can check out the interior. So let's look at the interior. Okay, so here we can check out the interior options for the 2020 VW Atlas Cross Sport. Here they've got the dark beige text leatherette. Volkswagen has a very nice leatherette. Nothing wrong with that. So we've got beige. We've got a black leatherette, which looks very nice. So far that's our option. And then I guess we have a Titan black cloth. We've got nothing to do with that because we're going to get an SE with technology, with 4MOTION. And at that price point, you're over the whole cloth interior thing. So I don't think we need to worry about cloth. I think we're going to go with the V-Tex leatherette in black. Okay, let's move on. So we kind of went over the exterior colors and the interior seat options, what colors we can get, tan, basically beige, and black leatherette. Now let's take a look at the gallery. We kind of looked at a few of the exterior photos already, but so since we looked at a few of the exterior photos already, let's start with the interior photos, then we'll come back to the exterior photos. So let's check out the interior photos for the 2020 Atlas Cross Sport. Here they're obviously showing the optional Fender Premium audio system. We're not here to really learn about those things. I mean, if you want to take a second to pause each slide or the video to read each one of these, you're more than welcome. But we're going the other direction here. Let's see. We just want to go through and get a general look at this, right? So it says, and I say, don't worry about that stuff, and now I'm reading it. 77.8 cubic feet of cargo capacity. We're going to learn these things anyway, though, as we go through the rest of the features. That's why, it's just kind of redundant information, so I try to skip over it. Seats look nice in the red there. That's going to be for your maybe your R line. I didn't see red leatherette seats. Did you? I didn't see that. We saw beige and black. So where did this come from? At any rate, there you go. Infotainment system looks pretty nice. They say there's available automatic climate control, but we're going to learn about all that stuff here in just a second. All right, so there's the interior photos. That is what it is. Let's take a look at these exterior photos, right? Let's see how exciting these are going to be. The wheels aren't bad looking. It says they're 21-inch wheels. That's not bad. They look all right. Looks okay. It's not a bad looking vehicle. I like the stance on it and everything. It's kind of low and wide. It's nice. Like the tail lights, LED tail lights. Okay, I guess we're back to the beginning. So we saw the exterior and the interior photos. Let's move on and learn about the design features of the 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. Okay, so what are they going to tell us? So design. Here we are in design. We scroll down. They're going to tell us raked roof line emphasizes its modern, sporty design. Okay, got it. The interior. Spacious second row. Means no more arguing over the front seat. Got it. Here's that 77 cubic feet of cargo capacity. I told you some of the information is certainly redundant. With the interior, what else do we have back here? There's available heated seats for the rear outboard seats. What they mean is the person in the middle is just SOL, if you understand what that means. Okay. So there you go. And then there's also an available panoramic sunroof. Oh, there was some more exterior design features I totally skipped over, like the R-line trim. The R-line trim is like the sport trim. If you want to get the sporty version of this vehicle, then you go with the R-line. That's Volkswagen's R-line is Volkswagen speak for their sport one. There's advanced LED and LED headlights and tail lights. The available 21-inch wheels. Yeah, and so I guess that's it for design features for as far as exterior and interior. So let's move on to the performance features now. Okay, so we already talked about the engine stuff in the intro, right? You got two engines. One engine makes 235 horsepower. That's your 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. And then you have your V6 engine that makes 276 horsepower. But if you look at the torque, though, the V6 is just going to feel a little smoother, but it makes 266 pound-feet of torque, and the turbo makes 258 pound-feet of torque. But this turbo is going to make its torque a lot lower in the RPM range, and it might feel a little peppier. Although that V6 is going to feel probably pretty buttery smooth. So they're so closely matched. They're so closely matched. If you want to pop the extra money for the V6, I get it. I get it, but you'd probably be happy with the four-cylinder. At any rate, you got the towing capacity of the V6, and maybe this might be your deciding factor if you tow anything. I don't know what you'd be towing with this bad boy. At any rate, 5,000 pounds if you got a V6 engine. I guess I guess with the four-cylinder, like hang it up, don't even worry about it. 4Motion, that's Volkswagen speak for all-wheel drive. I don't see the point of getting a I don't see the point of getting an SUV without four-wheel drive. I know they offer them without it, and I guess there's reasons why you might not want four-wheel drive, but for me, you got to get four-wheel drive. So 4Motion, that's a must. We're going to have the 4Motion for sure. All right, let's move on. So more stuff under performance. They've got these driving modes, I guess. So there's a snow mode. There's an on-road mode. Well, that's good. I mean, that's where the vehicle spends most of its time. There's an off-road mode that has hill descent control. And then there's an off-road custom mode that you can set up yourself. I get it, but how many people are really going to be taking this thing off-road and doing all those off-road modes? Nobody. All right, let's talk about the technology features for the 2020 Atlas Cross Sport. There's available lane keeping assist. And what else is there? There's some driving assist features here. What do they got? They got the adaptive cruise control. And here's the word available. So that means that it's an option. It's not standard, my friend. Available adaptive cruise control. You've got the blind spot monitor. And then there's the active blind spot monitor that's within that. And then something about lane keeping assist. Then you got light assist. This is your high beams. All right, why they just call it that or whatever. At any rate, available high beam, light assist, that's an option. And then here's the lane assist, the available lane keeping system. So there you go. Some of these are optional, some of them are standard. Here's my take on it. I'd pop the money to get all the technology. That's part of the cool thing about a new car is getting all that tech. Is getting all the tech. So I don't want to drop the ball by not getting the tech. So if our SE with technology, which means it should have everything, doesn't have everything, and it's got one extra little package, we'll grab that. Hopefully, it's going to have all the tech that we need and want already bundled in it. Okay, what's this right here? Volkswagen CarNet. That's their app. Every manufacturer has an app these days. Volkswagen's no different. This app can do all kinds of things. Probably like, lock and unlock your doors, stuff like that. What else is there? Remote and connected features. Here we go. All right. So here's the wireless smartphone charger. We saw that in one of the interior gallery images. All right. So that's an available thing. It's not standard. Available wireless charging. You got the Volkswagen digital cockpit, which is awesome. No different really than the Audi digital cockpit. I think Audi calls it something different, and so does Porsche. But Audi, Volkswagen, and Porsche are all really the same kind of thing, sort of, kind of. At any rate, it's awesome that you can get the Volkswagen digital cockpit. And yeah, the SE with technology comes standard with the digital dashboard. So that's what that is. So that's another reason why I wanted it. Here you go. Media and touchscreen display. So there's an available 8-inch colored touchscreen. That's pretty cool. And then under sound and audio, we know that there's an available Fender premium audio system. Here they're showing Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm going to assume that that's standard. Check this out. They're talking about carefree coverage and service. They take care of scheduled maintenance for the first 2 years or 20,000 miles. Here's your roadside assistance, 3 years, 36,000 miles. New vehicle limited warranty, 4-year, 50,000 miles. And then CarNet remote access, you get 5 years and maybe on them or something like that. So let's find out about this Volkswagen CarNet. So what all does it do? Here it is. So it's a mobile app that can give you command of your car. Yep, I told you, remote lock and unlock the doors, honk the horn, flash the lights, start the engine, all that there. You got the family guardian thing, so you can keep tabs on your car. You let your kids use it, or maybe a friend, or whatever. You want to find out where that car's at. VW remote access drive view. Receive discounts on auto insurance. Blah blah blah. Parking info. Yeah. Parkopedia. Yeah, I guess I'm not really in any of that stuff, but yeah, here it all is. Here's the safe and secure confidence. You get these notifications, stuff like automatic crash notifications, stuff like that. And then I guess you get a hotspot. You get an in-vehicle hotspot. Well, you know what? My phone has a hotspot. So if I need a hotspot in the car, I'll just turn the hotspot on my phone on. All right, let's find out about safety technology. Let's find out about safety features for the 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. So you got that standard rear view camera system. You got a safety cage with the crumple zones and all that stuff to keep you safe. And then there's an intelligent crash response system that turns off the fuel pump, unlocks the doors, activates the hazard lights should the airbags deploy. What else is there? Automatic post-collision braking system, because I guess vehicles roll, and so I guess this thing will bring the vehicle to a stop. There's a standard tire pressure monitoring system, which I like tire pressure monitoring systems, but I like the ones that actually tell you how much pressure you have at each tire. Because if the light comes on, now you got to walk around, and if it's just one tire and it's only off by a little bit, you might have to walk around each one with your little whatever tire gauge and figuring it out. And with my luck, it's going to be the fourth tire, the very last one. So I want to know what the reading of each one. So I know that the Volkswagen doesn't offer it, not at least at this one doesn't, at any rate. And then there's 6 stability enhancing systems like electronic stability control and brake pressure distribution and all that there. Okay, let's go over all these trims. All right, so there's your base model S. Here's your base model S. It's $30,000. Now, if you want to get 4-wheel drive on that, then it goes to $30,445. So that's your S with 4MOTION. Above that, now you got your SE. All right, your SE, and these all have the 2-liter turbo engine, by the way. Your SE starts at $33,945. Then you can get the SE with 4MOTION with all-wheel drive, and now it's $35,845. And then you can also get an S. So you can't get an S with technology. You got to get into an SE before you can get technology. So here's an SE with technology. It starts at $35,945, and then you could also option it with a V6. So if you want it with the V6 SE with technology, it's $37,345, right? And then here we are right here, SE with technology with 4MOTION. Here we are, $37,845. This is the car we're building and pricing on the channel today. The bump up from that would be the V6 SE with technology R line. That's your little sporty one. All right, and then you got the V6 version. That's $39,245. So the V6 SE with technology with 4MOTION. And I think, oh, there's even more. And then you got wow, there's a bunch more. You got the SELs, right? You got the SELs with 4MOTION and the R line. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Does it take this much? I guess the answer is yes. So lots of different Atlas Cross Sports. The top tier costing $49,795, and your cheapest one starting at $30,000. So it goes up basically $20,000. Okay, there you go. Okay, so you know what? We've gone through everything. We've learned everything we really need to know about the Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. So let's click this Build Yours. Let's go to that and do that. Okay, so here we are on the Volkswagen configurator for the Atlas Cross Sport. I'm just going to pick the deep black pearl. We're going to do all black. We're going to do the black pearl paint. And then we go to the interior. We're going to choose the black leatherette. All right. Transmission options. There's only one, right? There's an 8-speed automatic transmission. As far as options, we've got what? The panoramic sunroof. Do I want that? I don't really care about that. And then the rest of this stuff is really accessories. It's not an option. Yeah, so you have one package, right? You got one package, and the rest of this stuff is accessories. Heavy-duty trunk liner, so you don't mess up the back. I kind of like that, actually. The Mojo mats, no. The Monster mats, I like the mud flaps. I like those splash guards there. We're going to grab those bad boys. What else is there? We don't need all those bike racks and all that junk. We don't need the side steps either. So yeah, $39,111. That's where we're at. $39,000. So just under 40 grand. Just under 40 grand, and yeah, there it is. Not a bad vehicle. Not a bad vehicle, especially at that price point. Definitely highly competitive, but like I said, there's a lot of vehicles that compete against this. The hot Chevy Blazer, and it's all new. It looks pretty cool, but it's not going to have that German build. You got the Subaru Outback, you got the Hyundai Santa Fe. I think the Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport, as I mentioned those, definitely seems the nice one to me. It'd be the one I'd want to look at the most. All right, so on that note, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this review of the 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport SE technology with 4Motion helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the very next video.